I'm interested in exploring and learning with Indigenous communities about this relationship between health and environment for the purposes of addressing environmental issues influencing health in Indigenous communities, but elsewhere as well. So I have an active research program of graduate students and research assistants above and beyond the IESS undergraduate program that I engage in, that are predominantly active in Inuit communities in the Canadian Arctic, around themes such as environmental pollution and influences on Indigenous health, food security, the role of traditional foods in supporting and promoting healthy communities and Indigenous health in a variety of different ways. And one of the things I try and do as well in my undergraduate courses is bring some of that learning that I have from the research that I do and the research that my graduate students do as well into the undergraduate classroom as well. My approach to the classroom and my approach to my students is to try and inspire within them the passion that I have for the subjects that I'm teaching, to convey the importance of those, both historically and in the contemporary context in Canadian society today, and also show them the applicability of that learning and of the approaches to that learning to many other subjects as well, and not only necessarily environment and health relationships. So the courses that I teach typically have a variety of different components. Some in terms of introduction, fundamental introduction to theory and understanding basic principles of the problems that we look at. Communication and critical thinking around the issues that we're investigating in those courses. And then finally, the application of knowledge as well. Because I'm multidisciplinary in my approach and I promote the idea of multidisciplinary and transdisciplinarity, I'm a very strong proponent of applied learning. So I try and bring into the classroom as many real-world problems as possible for students to get their hands dirty with, interact with, and exchange ideas and thinking, particularly when I have students in my classroom that are coming from different cultural backgrounds, different disciplinary backgrounds, and different perspectives. So that applied component to me is very, very important as well. To me, that makes the classroom much more like the real world. It makes that bridge between theory and practice, and it also makes it for a much more engaged learning environment where you have the opportunity for sort of co-learning to be going on between students, and it's not simply delivery of information from the instructor. Where we have a discrepancy in life expectancy between First Nations, Inuit or Métis, and non-Indigenous or non-Aboriginal Canadians of greater than 10 years, to me inspires me to educate my students about that, the unjust nature of that reality and what is influencing it, as an example. The other, with a background in biological sciences, my undergraduate degree, the importance of conveying the importance of the role of the environment in our health and well-being, to me, inspires me to convey or transmit that information to my students. The other thing that inspires me in my teaching with my students is the opportunity to learn from my students, their perspectives, their backgrounds, and to essentially create an environment in the classroom where they're able to critically examine and exchange their own thoughts amongst each other in an informed and a respectful way, realizing how much each of them has to add to each other's learning. One of the strengths and one of the things I really love about the learning environment here at Trent, and particularly within the IESS program, is this support and this excitement and this facilitation that we provide for multidisciplinary and trans or interdisciplinary interaction and learning. To me, that's really exciting because it strengthens our opportunities to learn more if we can learn from many different perspectives.